Good morning, Marshfield. I'm Rachel Andrews, Executive Director of the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce.
And I'm Rob Jones, President of the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce.
We got a packed show.
Another
today.
one. It just seems like each of these we get more and more packed in.
Yes.
And first off, we'll do a little tease. We've got a great guest coming up.
We do. I'm excited.
It's when we sat here at our last networking event. She went through all these problems and said, "Yeah, that's me." Right?
I think both of us had the same thought.
so
probably
this
you
is gonna
more
be great.
So than me because you're
here with the age again, right?
You got a little bit more gray hair than I do. But why don't we start off by thanking our sponsors?
Let's do that.
Absolutely. So thank you to Marshfield Chevrolet, Las Casuelas, and Whispering, of course, for sponsoring Good Morning Marshfield. We really appreciate you. All right, let's dive in.
Let's do this. Well, and also let's talk about new members.
Oh my goodness.
We're talking about we can't do this without our members, right?
Absolutely, yes. And they just keep rolling in.
Each and every week we kind of come along and it's another 7, another 10, or every couple of weeks anyway.
And these are the new members just this month.
Right.
So this is incredible. We would love to welcome Lynx, Recreations, On Angels Wings, Cole Breeden Shelter Insurance, Blue Stem Breads and Blooms, Shelter Insurance, Bradley Daniels Agency, B Squared Ventures, and Marshfield Care Center for Rehab and Healthcare. Incredible.
Yeah, and a good mix, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Everything from healthcare to insurance to bakeries, right?
I know. So Blue Stem Breads and Blooms, we're getting ready to have their ribbon cutting soon. It'll be next month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to try her product. A little bit about it.
And it's a couple doors down from your office. So how's that? That'll work out.
Right now, she's only open when we're closed. Which is a good thing.
Yeah, right.
But I'm excited to try her product. I think it'll be good.
All right. Hey, let's talk about the big project we have coming up right away. And let's talk about new teachers coming to Marshfield.
Yes. So the Marshfield School District reached out to see if we would help them do some educator bags. So we are thrilled to say that the donations have started to pour in. And this is a portion of what we will be giving to the new educators at the beginning of next month. So
the 8th, right? Isn't that the day? I think we're presenting August 8th. We're
something like that. I can't remember the exact date.
August 8th.
But we've look at this. Did you see this? Yeah. I love this. So this is a little Lego block from Choices Pregnancy Center. And when Teresa brought it in, I was like, I don't know what this is. So I dug into the bag and I'm like, well, that's a highlighter.
It's a highlighter.
That is just the coolest thing ever. So those are cute. But we have got all kinds of goodies. Drips and Dreams have given a gift card as well as Rise Coffee. So they are going to be well caffeinated.
That's right. Which is always good for new teachers, right?
Grassroots has given a gift certificate as well as a seed.
Some seeds.
Yeah. The banks have participated. This is cool.
I saw those little Post-its.
Yeah. I love that. This is one of my favorites, though. The health unit has given fidget toys.
Oh, boy.
I love that. There's just tons and tons.
All the political parties, both political parties have donated.
Both political parties have donated items. Zimmerman's, of course.
Yeah.
Have you tried?
Sticks.
Yes. Have you tried their beef sticks?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. They are fantastic. There's so many. I'm sorry. You're taking the fit. You can't have that. Oh, and did you see this?
It has 40 for 40. How's that?
So the city has also donated a pool pass. So I thought that was pretty cool as well. So we have got tons and tons of stuff.
But we're open to more, right?
Yes.
And people want to get on board. And
as soon as today's show is over, I'm going to go by ACGI to pick up their donation. I know that H&R Block has got something coming. And I think Michelle from Hometown Supplements has got something too. So we're up
to about 20 different people that have contributed.
We've got Webster County Printing and Arvest again and Marshfield Fitness and Tanning, if I can find it. They've donated pens. So they're
pens.
Yeah, so they're going to be able to write after they're highly caffeinated.
Okay.
So
at the pool.
Yes. And the Methodist Church. This is pretty cool too. I liked this as well.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And they've got them a gift card to Sonic as well as information about their church.
I love that. Sonic. That's cool.
Yes, that's pretty cool. And like you had mentioned, both political parties have donated some stuff as well. India, I love these little magnets.
Oh, to clip on their
Yeah.
refrigerator.
This one's sturdy. It's a good one. Yeah. So lots of fun stuff. And we better move on, or we could. So,
Right. And again,
Harbor had donated some
if
stuff as well.
other members want to contribute, or non-members,
Yes,
anybody can contribute
Anybody
to
can
this.
contribute to this.
Reach out to Rachel.
We just
She's
want
going to
this-
start putting the bags together, but if there's stuff, it's a great opportunity. Again, 40 new educators coming into the school system, 40 new clients for all of our members potentially.
Absolutely.
Right? So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
All right. Real quickly, let's talk about an open house coming up for the chamber.
Yes.
How's that?
Yes. So we are excited to welcome you to our new home.
Right.
So Tuesday, August 5th.
Yes.
We are going to say, come see us, because we're going to have an ice cream social.
We're going to do it from 1 to 4.
1 to 4. Yeah.
In the afternoon, right at our office, right at 222 Crittenden.
Yes. South Crittenden.
South Crittenden.
Yeah.
And
where the big clock is.
The idea is we're going to have ice cream trailer set up out front of our office.
Yep.
Come by, get some free ice cream, come see our office. Just come get the ice cream.
Yeah,
just come see our office, right?
Come, take a look at our new place, check it out, and just say hi.
That's right.
Yeah.
And see some of what maybe we're going to have to offer, because we're going to have a workspace in there that people can use as well.
Yeah.
Outside of the chamber. So looking for that. All right, moving right along again. Let's talk about chamber business one more time. Let's talk about board of directors.
Yes.
So the way this works is every year in October, new members roll on and old members roll off the board. It's a 3-year term. And so we're coming up. We're looking for up to 5 board members in this next
potentially.
Rollout. Yes.
That's a lot to replace.
And when you're talking about 13, that's a big year.
Yeah.
So we're taking nominations or volunteers, people that want to do it. Actually, Rachel has a form, and I think we have QR code.
Yes. And I will also have that link in the description box as well. If you know somebody that you think would be a good fit for the chamber board, you could nominate them. Or if you think you would be a good fit for a chamber board member,
right,
then you could fill that out. I don't know if we have time to delve into this or not. I did have somebody reach out and say, hey, what does this entail? Mm-hmm. Do we have time for that?
Run through it.
So,
because we sat and talked about it yesterday.
Right. Yeah, we did talk about it. And I didn't bring my list with me today, because that is a valid question. Mm-hmm. If I think I might be a good fit, well, do I even have the time to dedicate to it? So we have a board meeting once a month. Right now it is set at the first Tuesday of the month.
At
lunchtime, about 12 o'clock. We don't usually provide lunch.
No.
But so that's the monthly board meeting. We also have committees. So we would ask that potential board members be available to come to committee meetings, participate in our events.
Ribbon
cuttings. But I think more than anything, we want them to be business minded.
Right.
We want them to have just be business minded. We want them to help us grow the chamber. Mm-hmm. I think we've done an incredible job of growing the chamber and providing value to our members. And we want to continue that.
Right.
Am I on the right track?
Absolutely. Well, we were, like we talked about 2 years ago, we were sitting at 140 members. Right now we're at 232. And Rachel set this crazy goal that we've got to be at 250 before October. How's that? So that's what we're working towards.
I think we can do it.
Absolutely. At the rate we're going, we're going to get it.
Hey, this time last week we were sitting at 228.
Right. So picked up 4 more.
Yeah. We're doing just fine.
Yeah. So anybody interested, or if you know folks who might be interested please submit names to us.
Yes.
What will happen in September, we'll go through this and get a new board selected to start in October meetings and overlap.
Yeah.
All right. How about real quick, we move along and talk quickly about, I'm going to snooze through this, Christmas in July.
Yes.
How's that?
Yes.
Wake me up when you're done.
So I want to know, do you celebrate Christmas in July? Because Christmas in July is huge for the Hartwell family. For years, we have celebrated it. We've done different things. I know one year we did a progressive dinner where we started with appetizers at somebody's house. No, appetizers was at my house. The main dish was at my mom's house, and then we followed dessert at my cousin's house. That was a fun year. I know
you do trees and
we do. My mom and my cousin are huge decorators, and they do a great job of decorating the house for Christmas in July. One year we celebrated with MASH theme. We all dressed up in the MASH gear, MASH 4077.
And you were Klinger, I bet.
No, I was a patient. But John was Klinger. Oh, there's a funny story. Do we have time for a funny story?
We
better move on.
We got it quick. Yeah.
We better move on because I might get in trouble for telling it.
But
anyway, so how do you celebrate Christmas in July? Do you celebrate with your family and food? Do you celebrate by going shopping? Have you started your Christmas shopping yet? Let us know how you celebrate Christmas in July.
I think better to go by the beach or the pool or something or the lake.
That's okay. You can put a tree up there.
Okay.
I mean, there's no harm in that.
All
right. We better move on or I'm
yeah.
gonna get in trouble.
Okay. And quickly, Ryan, we have a slide now talks about who our next guest is going to be. So hang around after commercial break. I think you're going to find this really
very
fascinating.
Informative.
I mean, even this morning, the conversations have been great.
Yes.
While we're sitting here getting educated.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So if we could, let's go to commercial break.
We'll be right back.
We'll be back.
Welcome to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, located in Marshfield, Missouri, alongside historic Route 66. From the clubhouse to the grounds and to the course, our members and the community take pride in this wonderful course. So when you are ready to tee it up and play some golf, come make Whispering Oaks your golf course destination. You will be glad you came, and as always, have a great day.
So now we're back.
We are.
Rachel, who do we have with us?
We have Dr. Rachel Shuck joining us today. And I'm excited.
This has been great. The conversation's already.
Yes.
So, Dr. Shuck, tell us a little bit first about yourself. How's that?
Okay. Well, I'll just tell you, I got into what I do, which if anyone has seen my tagline, it's food is medicine. So I truly believe the body can heal naturally. I actually got into this. Well, as I was telling you guys earlier, I was the weird kid growing up. My parents were into health. Nobody wanted to eat the food we had. It was all fruits and vegetables and nuts and seeds and good healthy fats and meat. But so I kind of knew growing up that this was really important, and that set me apart as being strange and weird. So then you get away from that. So I got away from it and really just embraced the standard American diet, which we call the SAD diet. I started training for marathons, which I never prescribe marathons as good forms of exercise. I think there are better, gentler things we can do.
Right.
But I had a goal. And so when I got into the marathon training, I realized that I had to bring my nutrition back because that's what affected performance. So it was so critical and so key. So when I brought it back for myself, and I did end up qualifying for the Boston Marathon twice. So that was super fun. Cool. And it's cool to see like, hey, yeah, the food really does change how we live, how we feel, all those things. So then I started working with other endurance athletes who wanted to also qualify or, you know, just see some results. And what I realized is that even the athletes, everybody had these metabolic disorders. The athletes, they just hit it a little bit better. Mm-hmm. But when I say metabolic disorders, I'm talking about, so that's like hypertension, so high blood pressure, that's high blood sugar. So that's more like the diabetes type thing, thyroid issues. I will tell you the biggest one that I think we see a lot of Americans walking around with today is the midsection weight gain right here. That that right there tells us the metabolism is a little bit, it needs some healing. So so I got into that going, oh, okay, this isn't just athletes, you know, they do hide it better because a lot of times they are leaner, but they still have those fatty deposits. You just don't see them as well.
Right.
And so when I got into that and I started doing my doctoral research, I was like, oh, 1 in 3 Americans has a metabolic disorder. And now it's 1 in 2 Americans. So I don't think the over medication part is really working for people. And I've seen the food piece really make changes. So that's a little bit of my background. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So you got a kick when we're talking about Kelly Crane and her
Oh,
Iron Man and all that too.
yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to say anything that's amazing for her. Yeah, I don't want to be like, me too. I've done.
So we have to make sure we point that out next
No, please don't.
All right. So talk to us then about how you go about this.
Well, so as far as working with people and shaking the changes, well, I think you had said on our thing that I was going to share some tips. So I thought maybe what I would do is just break it down into like the big 3. Mm-hmm. So number 1 is balancing blood sugar. And people might be like, okay, well, how do I know if I have a blood sugar issue?
Right.
So the first way we can know if you have a blood sugar issue, that can tell us there's probably some blood sugar problems going on. People that get hangry, people that have chronic fatigue.
I think you do.
Angry on you. How's that?
People that have the late afternoon crashes, that slump. I mean, obviously there's also labs we can do testing. The thing that I have run into with the lab testing is a lot of times regular traditional medical doctors will test what we call hemoglobin A1C. Are you guys familiar with that? Mm-hmm. Okay. That is for me a bit of a late stage marker because I have had clients who are definitely overweight and that number has looked wonderful. So they come in and it looks like 5.2 and you go, oh, well, you don't have a blood sugar issue. The problem is we need to look kind of upstream and see what's going on before that. And a lot of times they have really high insulin. And so insulin is what pushes the blood sugar low. So when I say number 1, balance blood sugar, it's like, okay, first of all, how do we know if I have it? Most people in the US are walking around with a little bit of a problem. Not everyone, but a lot of us. And then 2 is, so how do you know if you have it? What do you do about it? Mm-hmm. And how is that affecting us? So one of the best things that we can think about is if we balance our blood sugar, then we're not spiking our insulin. So anytime we have blood sugar, we want it kind of just flowing, looking sort of like, are you familiar with those continuous glucose monitors? They're kind of like a new, they're like kind of a new big deal because they're really cool. You can see your blood sugar real time, all day, every day.
Yeah.
So like I said, you kind of want that just looking like a river.
Even keel?
Yeah. I mean, it'll have some little, it'll just look like little tiny hills and valleys, but pretty steady. When we eat something that's going to really spike our blood sugar, it'll, go way up. And then if your insulin's doing its job, your pancreas is going to push out a bunch of insulin and it's going to take that spike and push it back down, which is good. You want that. The problem is the more you get those ups and downs, the more insulin you're cranking out, the more you're telling your body to store fat. So when people are like, I'm working out, I can't lose the weight, a lot of times they're on a blood sugar roller coaster. So that's sometimes the best way to sort of address that. And how do we address that? With food.
Right. But just the right kinds of food.
Yes. And that's where it gets so nuanced because people go, I did carnivore, I did vegetarian, I did this. Everybody comes to me with a different background. So what works for one person may not work for another person. And just to sort of paint a picture, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm like, I'm already on to gut health because that's part of this, but I love it. So for example, our gut health impacts how we metabolize blood sugar. Everyone comes to me with a different gut microbiome, right? Because maybe you've taken 400 rounds of antibiotics, which that has happened. Maybe you were born C-section. Well, you're already missing some of the bacteria you would have gotten through the vaginal canal. Maybe you have taken other medications. So there's all these different nuances of, well, what does your gut health look like? What are you able to digest right now? And then what foods can you eat in this moment while you're healing that will balance the blood sugar? So, wow. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if I just like word vomit. No, it's okay.
So interesting.
Fascinating, even like C-section.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. I mean, all those little things, they add up to the total level of our health, right?
So what works for me may not work for Rob or for you.
Yes, yes. And what I have discovered in this space is when you're just trying to find answers online, people get very dogmatic about, no, this is what works, this is the only way. And we are all individuals with bio-individuality, and it's just so nuanced.
Right.
So
Yeah.
how do you figure out what works for me versus what works for Rob?
Lots and lots of questions.
Okay.
So yeah, if someone comes in to see me, we go over, we get real personal.
Mhm.
So we're talking about how often do you have a bowel movement? What does your bowel movement look like? Yeah, I need to know I need to know what's going in, how it's coming out. No. I have had a client one time send me a picture that it was okay because by the time they figured out what was going on, they had retracted the picture and I didn't see it. But yeah, so I need to know upper digestion because so step 1, balance the blood sugar. Lots of details to that. Step 2 is heal your gut. And so that's where I come in. When I say gut, what I really mean is your digestive tract.
Right.
Because people come in, again, different backgrounds, different treatments, different chemical toxin exposures. So healing the digestive tract, maybe someone's been a PPI for the last 20 years. So proton pump inhibitor, sorry. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I didn't know.
Yeah, I know. You guys just stop me at any point because I'm like, I have so much to say. I'm going to get it all in.
You just keep talking.
Okay.
We're going to soak it in.
Okay. Well, so sometimes people come in and they've taken like a proton pump inhibitor for 20 years. Well, the problem with that is when you reduce stomach acid, you reduce your ability to break down and absorb nutrients. So now you're probably nutrient deficient. Yeah. And we have to work on, sometimes we have to heal the stomach lining, depending. That's usually not from the PPIs, that's from other stuff. But then we also have to work on fixing stomach acid because they haven't had it. And that's a whole nother too much stomach acid is not the problem. Usually it's not low. Yes, but really? People get, and that's a whole nother, go to my YouTube if you want to watch the videos on that. So if they're not digesting those nutrients, not getting those things, and we have to figure out, okay, we got to heal the upper digestive tract, make sure that the tools that you need are getting broken down and into your bloodstream. So then there's also lower digestive tract, right? So people can have, and I can go on a whole thing, but SIBO, so small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. A lot of people who, if they eat certain foods, they go, man, I can't eat broccoli or Brussels sprouts, which are all perfectly healthy, great foods. They go, it bloats me, I feel terrible. They probably have an intestinal overgrowth in their, or bacterial, overgrowth in their small intestine. And so obviously we have to work on every level of the digestive tract to make sure it's healed, it's working, there's nothing stopping that. So yeah, balanced blood sugar, fix your gut health, and then of course we have to address any nutrient deficiencies that people have. So I see a lot of people, the two most common ones that I probably see, vitamin D. And I think that's probably because most of us work inside.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You can't get it from food, sardines, egg yolks. Most of us aren't living off those types of foods.
No.
But you can. I like fermented cod liver oil for people that, I know it sounds delicious, right? No. So that's a good one. So yeah, I see a lot of vitamin D deficiency. I also often see a lot of omega-3 deficiency.
That's the fish oils.
Yeah. And that one's so tricky because you got to get a good fish oil. And this is why I like to test. Everything we do is labs, right? I want to make sure when I look at your blood work and you come in and you tell me, I've been taking this fish oil for 3 months and we test your omega-3s and your numbers still kind of suck. Why are you taking that fish oil? It's not working.
It's not working.
Yeah. So we will always switch. I have 2 or 3 brands I know work. I've seen the labs and people get better results. So again, it's like, have a deficiency if you're correcting it. Same thing with vitamin D. People will come in and say, I've been taking this vitamin D. Their levels are terrible. So
obviously it's not working.
Yeah. It's a lot of times it's from a big box store and they've just, Yeah. And so, it's just important to test, make sure you have the tools you need, make sure the tools you're using from outside are getting in the body. So
how about blood pressure? I know that seems to be one of the biggest things in America is blood pressure.
It is. And I will tell you, I'm going to go down like a little bit of a salt rabbit hole. Okay. So obviously the first thing for blood pressure, most people see improvement, not all, through weight loss. So that helps, especially when this goes away. A lot of times metabolically, we're healing a lot better there. But one of the things that I have discovered for my own people is, everyone gets told blood pressure, cut out the salt. Well, the part we forget is there are different types of salt. So when you go to your big box store and you buy your highly processed toxic table salt that has been heated to 1200 degrees and then have all the minerals stripped out of it because they can sell the magnesium and the potassium separately, right? That is toxic and that is not good for your blood pressure. But a lot of times I'll have my people take salt and like a whole good salt, a Baja salt, a Celtic sea salt, a Redmond salt, something like that. And we oftentimes see their blood pressure numbers improve. Wow. Yeah.
And they still get the salt.
Yeah, they get the salt along with all the minerals the way nature made it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay. What else do we need to know quickly? How's that?
Okay. Yeah. I'm like,
time here real quick.
Let me see. So I think just the big thing that I want people to know is what we eat is really important, obviously, but also you have to be able to digest it. And then it has to be able to get from your digestive system into your bloodstream. But the other thing I want people to know is your bloodstream is just a highway, right?
Right.
So you need to, and this goes back to balancing blood sugar. So you need to make sure that the things that get in your bloodstream exit off the highway and are getting into the cells. So for example, when we test blood sugar, and let's just say you have like a really high fasting blood sugar number. So that tells me that the glucose, which is blood sugar, that's telling me the glucose from your blood stream can't get into the cells. So it's stuck on the highway. Get stuck on the highway, we get a traffic jam. That's when we get the chronic fatigue. That's when we get the midsection belly fat. That's when people wake up with the stiff, achy joints. That's that inflammation from the traffic jam of
not being able to get off the highway.
Yeah. And when we have too much glucose in the blood, it causes lots of damage in the body. So yeah.
So how do people reach out to you?
I'm very easy to find. I have a website. It's drshuck.com. Social media, Dr. Shuck on all platforms. So that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. I did have a TikTok. It got hacked. So,
but you also do talks and you do your own lectures. I know you have some coming up.
Oh, yes. And so, yes, if anyone is interested, that is the thing that I was telling you guys earlier. I'm a former educator. I want people to understand and know. And I feel like this conversation would have been way better if we'd had some visuals, pictures and slides and said, this is how this works. But so I do have a workshop coming up. That's August 29th. That'll be a 4-week workshop. So it's once a week, 6:30, and it's 45 minutes. People can come in person or virtual, but also they can reach out to me for other, appointments. That's mostly what I do is the one-on-one stuff, but yes. And then I also do public talking as far as like for companies, businesses. Right. Yeah. People that want their workforce to be healthy.
Right. I saw that. That was so interesting.
Yeah. So that's something that I have really passionate about doing.
And you also do in-person appointments and virtual. Is that right?
That is correct. Yes. So Monday through Wednesday, I am virtual. And then Thursday, Friday in office.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, man. I think we could talk for the next 3 hours, right?
I know.
And we would know even a lot more than
I know. I'm so appreciative. Thank you so much.
You betcha.
Thank you so much for coming on board.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Ryan, we probably better run to a commercial here, and then Rachel and I will
wrap it up real quick.
Welcome to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, located in Marshfield, Missouri, alongside historic Route 66. From the clubhouse to the grounds and to the course, our members and the community take pride in this wonderful course. So when you are ready to tee it up and play some golf, come make Whispering Oaks your golf course destination. You will be glad you came, and as always, have a great day.
Okay, and Rachel, we've gone along with a lot there to take
It's a
in.
lot of information. I'm so thankful she was able to join us today.
Yeah, and I just wish we could have gone
Yes.
for about 2 more hours.
Yes, yes.
We just scratched the surface.
I
on this.
know.
All right, let's real quickly we'll kind of wrap this thing up.
Yeah,
we
got
have
it.
our
We
next
got it.
show is going to be
Yes.
July 31st.
Yes.
We want to remind people again that on August 5th, we're going to
Yes.
do our open house for the and ribbon
There
cutting,
will
if
be
you will.
there will be food.
Be ice cream.
Ice cream.
So
That's
is ice cream food. Wait a minute. Dr. Shook probably just
she's not here
she's
anymore.
cringing. All right.
Maybe it'll be healthy ice cream. It's goat milk ice
That's
cream.
right. You
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah.
And Ryan and I we're waiting to see, right?
I think
we're the
it'll be
dubious
good.
ones here.
Yeah.
All right. How about real quickly? Let's close with one last time. Our sponsors, just
Yes.
call out our sponsors and
Yes.
say thank you.
A huge thank you to Whispering Oaks Golf Course, Las Casuelas, as well as Marshfield Chevrolet. Thank you so much for supporting this show. And also, viewers, thank you for joining us. We couldn't do the show without the sponsors or the viewers. So thank you for joining us. Should we probably
And all
wrap
the
it
new
up?
Members, thank you to the
Yes.
new members, and
Yes.
always open to take on more. And just quickly to follow up, Dr. Shook on her Facebook page has some stuff up.
Yes.
that,
I'll have her website in the description box as well.
Good for the
So,
links.
yes.
We can get that out there as well, because I think a lot of interesting stuff.
Yes.
And we really learned a lot in 3
Yes.
seconds even.
I
from
know.
our networking event. That's a great
Yes.
opportunity to come to the networking event.
Yes.
You meet these people and learn a lot.
Absolutely. And she's usually at all of our
Yeah, she's
networking
been a
events.
Great participant.
Yes.
and,
Our
partner.
next one, don't forget, our next one is August 20th. So get that on your calendar. We'll have details probably next week, I would say. We should be
Yes.
able to
Yeah. Yep.
get some more details about that out. Actually, we should probably wrap this up
Let's
because
do it.
Ryan's going to shoot us.
That's right.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next Thursday right here. Bye.